है?
हाँ ठीक है। क्या पढ़ रहे थे हम लोग?
Sir, product differentiation under monopolistic competition.
नेक्स्ट क्या है?
Sir, selling cost.
सेलिंग कॉस्ट।
सर नमस्ते।
सेलिंग कॉस्ट अंडर मोनोपोलिस्टिक कंपटीशन।
Yes.
सेलिंग कॉस्ट अंडर मोनोपोलिस्टिक कंपटीशन। Selling cost means advertisement outlay. Selling cost means advertisement outlay. Abhishek,
yes sir.
what is difference between outlay and expenditure?
Sir, outlay is the planned expenditure, but whenever outlay is spent on reality, it becomes expenditure.
Speak loudly.
Sir, outlay is the planning of the expenditure, but expenditure is the actual spending in reality.
Yeah. Uska,
Yes, sir.
you explain what is difference between outlay and expenditure.
Sir, outlay is the planning, the what the firms plans to spend, and expenditure is the actual occurrence of that spending.
Lalan, what is difference between outlay and expenditure?
Outlay is these are the planned amount that someone wants to invest, spend, and expenditure is the actual amount.
Outlay is plan for another 12 months under budget.
Budget.
Therefore, in budget, it is written outlay. But next year, data will convert into expenditure. When budget is passed, then in next 12 months, what amount government is going to spend? That is, planning to spend is outlay. Planning to spend is called outlay. And when it is actually spent, that becomes expenditure. So, in monopolistic competition, selling cost term is used for advertisement outlay. Selling cost term is used. Selling cost term is used for advertisement outlay. That what amount company will spend, in coming month for the development of sales through advertisement. Advertisement outlay is that planning to spend or giving free use of that goods gift voucher for any product, buy one and get two, such type of planning to advertise the product, advertisement on television, advertisement through newspaper, all these are cost. So these are known as selling cost. So we will have selling cost or advertisement
Okay.
outlay under monopolistic competition. We all know that this is price
Bit adjustment.
adjustment. This is product
Differentiation.
differentiation. And this is selling cost. But this area this is monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition market. Monopolistic competition market, price adjustment product differentiation, and selling cost. So in this area, price adjustment plus product differentiation plus selling cost. Equilibrium under monopolistic competition is obtained equilibrium under monopolistic competition is obtained when there is three sets of equilibrium. Price adjustment, product differentiation, and selling cost. And there is three sets of equilibrium. Is obtained. Under group equilibrium, all forms get normal. There is neither entry nor exit from group. Selling cost is like this. Suppose this is average cost and this is average cost plus
Selling cost.
advertisement outlay. This is average cost. This is advertisement. And now we will add these two. This is A, this is B. Now we will draw A plus B. This distance and this. Selling cost. So we will have selling cost 1, selling cost 2, selling cost 3. There will be effect of advertisement on demand. Demand is 1, D1. Now demand will be D2. Now demand will be D3. D1 is D3 will be when there is selling cost 3. D2 will be when selling cost 2. D1 will be when selling cost 1. So selling cost will have effect upon demand.
Sir,
More
there is a
adver-
doubt.
Yeah,
Sir, if selling cost increases, means selling cost 3 is greater than selling cost 2 is greater than selling cost 1.
yeah.
Then how come demand is increasing?
Selling cost means advertisement cost. When advertisement cost increases,
Mhm.
more advertisement, more propaganda, more advertisement for the product, more people will buy it. Amazon is popular not only urban town, but in rural areas
Hmm.
because of a lot of advertisement by Amazon.
But sir, selling cost also include average cost, no?
Selling cost,
Selling cost also includes average cost.
yes, that is a part. Other part is constant. Only selling cost increases.
Okay.
Whatever cost is there, that is constant.
Mhm.
Average cost is constant without selling cost.
Mhm.
Without
Got
selling
it, sir.
cost. Without selling cost, average cost is constant. So company will spend more on advertisement.
Yes, sir.
So many interview of Rakesh Tikait made him popular and known to large number of people in the country.
Mhm.
Every new channel cover him,
Yes, sir.
and a situation came that one said that I have covered first his weeping case, tears from eyes. I captured, my channel captured first
Yes, sir.
and made it viral to the whole of the country.
Public. Mhm.
And a reaction that in the next 10 hours, lakhs of people again came back.
Hmm.
to the point of Andolan. So this is called advertisement.
Yes, sir.
That advertisement, more and more advertisement. लेकिन एडवर्टीजमेंट आप कहाँ कर रहे हैं? अगर आप एडवर्टीजमेंट कॉम का कर रहे हैं, कॉम इज यूज टू set your hairs,
Here.
and you are giving more and more beautiful comb to a person free of cost for advertisement. And 90% are like this. Then what will happen? What will happen? They will
There will be
come,
not.
but not the product will increase.
Yes, sir.
Whom you are giving, that is
Yes, sir.
important to boost up demand.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Previously, teachers were given free copy of book. When new book is released,
Yes, sir.
then that is distributed among the teachers. And it is written on that book, not for sale.
Yes, sir.
This is a specimen copy. The teachers will not sell it. He may give free of cost to any poor people. If he has 2 books, same book, every year they give a gift. Every year 10 books, 20 books arrive, same book. It is very difficult to keep in the almirah. Then we always give it to the student. We never give it to the library because it is written not for sale. In library, only sold books are there. Nowadays, they have stopped giving book to the teachers. They give free book, not for sale, not stamped, not for sale. You can sell 10 copies to the bookseller as gift. Then he will recommend your book because he will get 10 books
Commission.
sold first. Likewise, in medical profession,
Medicines.
medicine, 10 bottle is given to the chemist and only 3 bottle is charged. 7 is 3 plus 7. 7 is gift. That is advertisement. And only receipt will be given for 3 bottle. In fact, that 3 bottle covers all 10 bottle cost. Minimum cost is covered through 3 bottle. So they adjust in such a way that their price is charged by 3 bottle price list, rest is set free. So there are many techniques to attract. You buy Sensodyne paste, there is a toothbrush. One buyer will say, I don't require brush. I do not require that is attached to your paste.
Complimentary.
Complimentary.
Yes, sir.
In Rajdhani, when it was just started, I am talking about 20 years back. In the night, Baira came and asked, what will you eat? Chicken biryani or chicken veg, non-veg. One person was sitting and he was traveling first time. He said that, I will not take. I will not take. I asked him, why will not you take? Like it is the extra charge. I will not like to pay. Okay, that is being already charged. In your ticket, it is itself charged that you will get tea, coffee, juice
Ju-
or soup. It was a very pleasureful journey by Rajdhani. If you have your children, they will enjoy that every after 10 minutes, one bera come and give you some soft drink, some chocolates, soup, and free of cost. They feel, but that is being charged the ticket itself.
Ticket itself.
In aeroplane, you have to pay,
Pay.
then they will
Outlay.
give you.
Hmm.
And one person said that I will also take this coffee. To list, checking list, no, your name is not there. He will say that I will pay to just now. Okay, you pay, I will give you. But rest, we're getting just like free. But that is not free, that is being charged earlier in booking the ticket. So there are many ways how to increase demand. How to increase demand for your product. Selling cost will be there.
Hmm.
Then how much selling cost will be covered?
Under the
We
price.
have to think about the profit.
Hmm.
Which selling cost is maximizing profit?
Hmm.
That amount of selling cost will be accepted, whether it is largest or lowest, or in the middle. That does not matter. That you spend large and large,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
and you give calm to all bald-headed person. It is not going to increase demand for your product. You target those who have hairs, then they will have demand. So in that way, what I want to communicate to you, that target is maximization of profit through selling cost. We will see it here in the diagram. Look here. I'm talking about selling cost.
Hmm.
Every selling cost will increase some demand.
Demand.
It may increase some demand. So look here. Look on the board,
Yes, sir.
difference, line, this difference. Looking this difference, a small, this is, and now I draw, the difference is greater. Difference is greater, that is profit. And now again I draw. Difference is smaller. Suppose here 5,000 is spent on advertisement. Here 10,000 is spent on advertisement. Here 20,000 is spent on advertisement. Say that what will be the effect? Effect will be here increase in demand. Increase in demand. Look here. This is demand, D1. This is demand, D2. This is demand, D3. Look here. This will be price, and this will be supernormal profit, which we will call it phi 1. Price and selling cost. When 5,000 is spent on advertisement, company gets
5-1 profit, supernormal profit.
company gets this supernormal profit. Now, $20,000 is spent, then supernormal profit increases. Company will be very happy because pi 1, this is pi 2.
Right, is greater than pi 1.
This is here pi 1, and this is here pi 2. Pi 2 is greater
Yes, sir.
than pi 1. Now again, see here, advertisement is increased 20,000, supernormal profit increases, but not much. In comparison, we find that A point, B point, C point. A1, A2, A3, B, B1, B2, B3, C, C1, C2, C3. Super normal profit. Supernormal profit, pi 1 is less than pi 2, and pi 2 is greater than pi 3. So 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. This will be accepted. This is rejected. This is also rejected. So advertisement expenditure is greater, there is increased demand, but there is a limit. There is a limit. There is a limit. And therefore, whatever decision will be taken by firm on advertisement will be compared that what level of demand is created and what is the effect of selling cost on supernormal profit. Effect of selling cost. Effect of selling cost on advertisement outlay will increase demand and also increase supernormal profit. That selling cost 2 is selected. Selected se- that SC2 is selected because supernormal profit is largest to SC3 or SC1. Maximization of profit is the objective of maximization of profit is objective of advertisement outlay. Maximization of profit is objective of advertisement outlay quantity. And by trial and error, correct amount of selling cost will be determined. This will be accepted in the group. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Hmm.
sir, like in other markets, he wanted to maximize total revenue. Like total revenue should be more than total cost. Like here, he wants to maximize his total revenue should be more than total selling cost. Like instead of total cost.
Selling cost is a part that will be added to the cost.
Yes, sir.
Other things remaining the same,
Yes, sir.
you are testing selling cost.
Yes, sir.
House rent, electricity bill, salary of the manager, all these are given. Only one element, selling cost,
Yes, sir.
that is more or less and added to the cost. So SC2 is added to the cost is better than SC3 will be added.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir,
focus is not on the total cost. Total cost is there, TC is there.
hmm.
But in total cost, one element is selling cost. That
Yes,
is
sir.
of different type. That
Yes,
is
sir.
advertisement for the product, giving free commodity to the buyers. That how much we will spend through that. That is being tested partially and then decided that this SC2 is good. Logic of reasoning that area of supernormal profit is larger in SC2 than SC1 and SC3. It declares that spending more and more is not going to increase supernormal profit.
Hmm. Yes,
There
sir.
may be wastage. You might have given the, but there is no response.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, like mathematically, if he wants to make sure that his MR minus marginal selling cost, like if he thinks that his marginal increase in demand should be more than marginal increase in selling cost, and that should be zero. Like, can't he determine it deterministically then, sir? Like MR minus MSC should be zero. Like marginal revenue should be more than marginal selling cost. Then exact point where it is zero, he can get that based on that. Can't he determine the exact quantity?
No, you maximize selling cost. That which equation of selling cost give you first order zero, second order uh, less than zero. That you can get, but ultimately, what will be the result? That which selling cost will be accepted by the company.
Okay.
Therefore, partially, this point is there, that this section will decide by maximizing the function of selling cost, that other things remain the same, SC2 will bring more profit to the company.
Yes, sir.
BJP 2 times government बनाई, कैलकुलेशन देखिए, बिहार में गवर्नमेंट बनना था तो एकदम हो रहा था कि ज्वाइन करेंगे 10 लाख आदमी को नौकरी दे देंगे, कोई पार्टी कर रहा था ना
RJD सर
कि और हवाई जहाज से हेलीकॉप्टर से घूम घूम के लग रहा था कि कहीं यही हो जाएगा। बहुत लोग जो है उसका जीवनी उनी देखने लगा, उसमें मेरिट खोजने लगा कि क्या क्या विज्ञापन में बोलेंगे, और बन गया तो you are right, selling cost will be tested, maximizing the function of advertisement outlay along with a different quantity, that which will maximize, and then finally it will be given to the signal to the monopolistic competition individual firm that it is better to accept SC2. If someone says that no, then go, he will have he lost, then he will leave. So I have used trial and error.
Hmm.
Understood, sir.
Those who will not like, they will do it. अब हमारा अपना एक्सपीरियंस है कि 50 डायग्राम को एक जगह कर दीजिए एक कॉपी में, 50 डायग्राम, और उसको 10 टाइम्स खींचिए देख देख कर, तो टाइम आपका जो फर्स्ट टाइम में जो लगेगा 10 टाइम में हाफ हो जाएगा। फर्स्ट टाइम में मान लीजिए कि आपको 50 टाइम डायग्राम में 50 मिनट्स लग रहा है, तो 10 टाइम्स इसी को रिपीट कीजिएगा और फिर टाइम देखिएगा, 50 मिनट नहीं लगेगा, 25 मिनट।
Yes.
And I have experimented this too on several thousand students and found that after 10 times, time taken by the diagram will be half. In that way, you can write more and more things, even if you have given more diagrams. That is the trick that they got 80% marks. In language, they are comparison to the others, but they have put diagrams so fastly, so clean diagram, and time is half. So you have to prepare one diagram book and all diagrams put in that, and make sure that in a week or 2 days after, give 1 hour time, and by visualizing, seeing it, you draw on white paper. Because in examination, you will get white paper copy, not ruling, so white paper. And this practice will make you perfect in drawing diagrams. Those who do not do it, that will reflect in the final examination.
Yes.
And error will be in the diagram. Quality will be inferior, and they will not fetch good marks. That is it. So trial and error. But finally, they will have to accept, which we have drawn in the last diagram. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. Exit capacity.
This is most important part in under monopolistic competition. Excess capacity under monopolistic excess capacity under monopolistic competition. Look here.
DTS.
Actually, this is average cost And this is
Marginal cost. That was dotted line, sir, I think.
average revenue. So what I want to draw that output. Output is A. But this A point is very important. Why? Because this is the lowest
Of average.
average cost, lowest per unit cost. Production can be increased from A to Z.
Mhm.
Under perfect competition, price is an output combination is such that average cost is lowest. Under competition, average cost is lowest. But under monopolistic competition, this area is known as
Excess capacity. Excess capacity.
excess capacity. Excess capacity. Production equilibrium takes place at E point. When there is price is OH. Falling demand curve. Falling demand curve. At falling demand curve, production is determined. At falling demand curve, production is determined. determined at OA. And AZ is excess capacity. AZ is excess capacity, which is left unutilized under monopolistic competition. Under monopolistic competition.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, shouldn't it be that average revenue should be equal to marginal cost equilibrium? That should be the price and output. AR is equal to MC.
AR is equal to
MC, marginal cost.
what is the condition of equilibrium?
Demand
MR
is
is equal to MC
yes, sir.
or AR equal to AC.
Yes, sir.
But here the case is different. Here AR is equal to AC, the normal profit will be there. But that normal profit is not at minimum cost. We are focusing that the cost, time which you have not utilized, can you utilize tomorrow? Whatever I teach today. If today is left, then we cannot come to such a point. So average cost and average revenue equalization is another thing. We are focusing on the minimum average cost, lowest average cost. One student must read 8 hours. What is the official hours of work in government service?
8
8 hours.
8 hours.
And what is the writing time in the examination?
3
hours.
3 hours.
Every day sitting on a chair and writing anything for 3 hours. That is the main mantra of competing UPSC, BPSC in one time. I sit 3 hours, 4 hours continuously and write. That is the practice for the last 50 years as a lecturer. And before that, 5 or 6 years as a student. That stamina you have to develop, then you will not feel fatigueness in writing the examination hall. I was in invigilation duty for competitive examinations in my college. Some students are enjoying the examination and not writing and call me, sir, water. I was calling a waterman, come and give. And after 1 hour, water turns into urine. He said that, sir, I will go out. In UPSC, we write down that who has gone how many times. That we have to write. I told him that why you are going so many times. It is written in the logbook. It is our duty to write. And when he see me, sir, water, because he had nothing to write, he was sitting idle. I observe that 50% are only in trial making students. 50%. And those who are serious, that last moment we snatch copy from you. Sir, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. That means, Lalan, what I want to communicate to you, that E point is not A point.
Yes, sir.
A point is the lowest point, and it cannot be tangent because downward falling demand curve. In perfect competition, demand curve is horizontal.
Horizontal.
Therefore, it is a tangent on bottom.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the defect of monopolistic competition, that goods could have been produced for the increasing population in the country, but they would not. They will left excess capacity. That is a loss. That is a welfare loss. Whatever we produced in the country, that was not produced in that year. That loss is there. So monopolistic competition is criticized because its demand curve is downward sloping. And it can never be tangent to average cost. That means cannot have lowest average cost.
Yes, sir.
It produces at highest average cost. And therefore, it is not satisfying the welfare condition in the society. Therefore, we compare competition and monopolistic competition, and we say that competition is superior to monopolistic competition, where there is
Excess capacity.
there is no excess capacity.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, at the point Z, sir, where there is welfare,
yes.
sir, at that point, sir, average cost is more than average revenue. Sir, then the firm will be in loss, sir.
That is under monopolistic competition, na?
competition.
Okay, understood. Yes, sir, understood, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
अगर आप चाइनीज लड़की से शादी करते हैं तो पहले आपको चाइनीज सीखना पड़ेगा,
Yes, sir.
नहीं तो परेशानी में फंस जाइएगा वहां.
Yes, sir.
तो परफेक्ट कंपटीशन जो है वो बेस्ट है, वो मिले या ना मिले.
Yes, sir.
ऑनेस्टी इज द बेस्ट पॉलिसी. कोई भी नहीं कहता है कि डिसऑनेस्टी इज द बेस्ट पॉलिसी. तो कहेगा कि ऑनेस्टी द बेस्ट पॉलिसी कौन मानता है, तो माने या नहीं माने उससे मतलब.
Yes, sir.
What is the ideal condition? Ideal condition, there should not be excess capacity. All capacity must be utilized for the welfare in the society.
Yes, sir.
Excess capacity is utilized, then more production to the economy, more production to the global economy. Naturally, price will fall. More people will be supplied commodity.
Yes,
So
sir.
monopolistic competition cannot be treated as best method of marketing. And therefore, WTO also said that we should go for competition. Competition in the market is better way of utilizing resources, producing resources, distributing resources in the economy. Am I clear, Lalan?
No, sir, one more confusion, sir.
What, tell me?
Sir, like if at demand is equal to supply is also a method, no, sir, for determining equilibrium. So
We are not having here demand and supply. If you take demand and supply,
That is
then
a perfect competition.
AR is demand curve.
yes, sir, and MC should be the supply curve.
And that is the industry concept.
Okay.
That is collection of all firms in the country will have. So
Sir,
under perfect competition,
huh.
demand is equal to supply.
Supply.
Is a price determiner industry.
Yes,
I have taught you that industry is price determiner
yes, sir.
and firm is price taker.
Taker.
Firm is price taker. The industry will determine price equal to what is that at that price excess capacity should exhaust. That is the point.
Yes.
Understood.
Demand is equal to supply. Demand is equal to supply. Then you will have a horizontal demand curve.
Hmm.
Demand is equal to supply. What will
No,
happen?
sir. In this point only, sir. Like
Yeah.
MC and AR is intersecting at a point little left of Z. Little left of Z, MC and AR is intersecting. If we consider that point as the output, AR
MC,
and MC is intersecting the AR point at little Z left of Z output. In this curve only, sir, like MC and AR are intersecting little left of Z.
MC and AR.
AR intersection is happening at one point.
This
It
point.
should be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If
be
we consider
MR
this
MC, no?
point as
That is not the condition of monopolistic competition.
no, so for excess capacity, sir, at that point at least.
Excess capacity will be less. It
Yes,
will
sir.
not be zero.
Yes, sir.
But that will be not true excess capacity, sir.
Won't that be
When-
more true, sir? Like demand is supply. If we
No,
consider
no.
perfect
Demand is
competition.
demand equal to supply is the condition of perfect competition, not a condition of monopolistic competition.
And that is
But-
of industry.
But we are comparing the excess capacity. If it would have been a perfect competition, then in that case
Then
it should be.
In that
in the
case,
first case, the demand curve would have been horizontal.
that is the case. That is under perfect competition, demand is equal to supply. Then you will have a separate horizontal line for the firm.
Yes, sir.
Look here, there will be this case. This is demand, this is supply. And this will be equal to MR, AR,
MR, AR.
AR demand price. And here it is like this.
Yes, sir.
Here it is like this. This is MC, this is AC. And this is Z point.
Yes, sir.
This is Z point. This is called least cost form. Least cost form. This is called no excess capacity. No excess
Capacity.
under
Perfect.
perfect competition. No other situation can be imagined. You have to imagine under the condition that which is the condition. Suppose this is output. This is perfect competition. Then this is industry. This is firm.
Firm.
And this is perfect competition. If we compare this excess capacity question asked in your examination, then we will draw both diagrams. One diagram this, that there is no excess capacity. There is no excess capacity. There is no excess capacity. Am I clear, Lalan?
Yes, sir. Now clear, sir. Clear. Sir.
And in examination under monopolistic competition, last you also draw this diagram showing that there is a no case of excess capacity under perfect competition.
Yes,
Make it clear.
Yes, sir.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Pranam.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Pranam, sir. Pranam, sir.